It's world title time as Daniel the Real Deal Geale puts his IBF middleweight belt on the line in Atlantic City against dazzling Darren Barker. Let's look at how this marquee matchup stacks up by the numbers. First, the champion. The tail of the tape on the 32-year-old sees him stand at 178 centimeters or 5'10". Geale has a reach of 180 centimeters and an average weight over his last 5 fights of 72 kilos. Barker, on the other hand, is younger by a year, 6 centimeters taller, and has 3 extra centimeters of reach, and over his last 5 fights is on average almost half a kilo heavier. On paper, the challenger appears to have a real advantage going into this fight. But when it comes to experience, it's Geale who has the edge with 30 career fights to Barker's 26. Both have only had 1 loss, and their knockout records are very similar. Geale with 15 and 16 for Barker. With both boxers sitting in the top 10, Geale at 3, Barker at 9. This is a fight of the division's best. Handling the pressure on the biggest stage is crucial, and Geale has done it in 8 world title fights, while for Barker it's only 1. However, that was against the current #1 middleweight and WBC Diamond champion Sergio Martinez. That fight in 2011 against Martinez was the biggest of Barker's career, and he held his own against a fighter considered to be one of the all-time greats. Barker made it to the 11th round in an impressive performance that had him ahead on points before succumbing to the champion. Barker threw 408 punches and landed 42% of his power punches to really trouble the Argentine. In comparison with Geale's biggest fight, the world title unification bout against Felix Sturm in 2012, Geale landed almost 25% of his punches and almost 26% of his power punches, so accuracy could be in the Englishman's corner. However, Geale threw almost twice as many punches, so he no doubt has a greater work rate. When Geale and Barker step into the ring, it will be only the second fight of the year for each of them. Geale last fought in January against Anthony Mundine, while for Barker it was March against Simone Rotolo. That should mean both will be fresh and raring to go. Endurance will not be an issue for Geale. He has been scheduled to fight 12 rounds on 15 occasions, going the distance 10 times. For Barker, he's only finished 12 rounds 3 times. So the longer this fight goes on, the more it favors Geale, with his strength increasing in the later rounds. One thing neither fighter will have is a hometown advantage. Each has only fought overseas twice before. This will be Geale's first time in the USA, while Barker took on Martinez in Atlantic City in 2011. So for Geale, it's unknown territory. Barker may be more comfortable, having already experienced boxing's holy land, America. And finally, this is Australia versus England. Will the old dart notch another win to add to their long list this year? Or will Geale get one back for the Aussies? See it all on Main Event.